Welcome back. Well, we've got things squared away in Maryland. Now it's time to take things to the first state. Delaware and the Henlopen Conference has not been as volatile as the Bayside has, back and forth. There's certainly a pecking order that goes with this conference, usually follows, except for a couple rivalry games and a couple we had this week, beginning in the capital city of Dover, where the Senators of Dover High look to knock off Smyrna. And coming into this one, freshman Eden Davis for the Senators, he had his game going. He dribbles and pulls up, hits a three for the Senators. Smyrna not messing around in this one. Jameer Garnett going to hit a nice fadeaway jumper, and no idea how he got that angle and got that shot to go. But check it out a little bit later. Jordan McGee going to be on the fast break. Passes to Javon Peace, another freshman who lays it in for Dover. But there's a junior, on Smyrna's squad. He's pretty good. His name is Caleb Matthews. Gets his own rebound. Look at him stare down his defender. You can't guard me, dude. Please.
Kid.
Smyrna comes up with the win, 52-44. The Eagles are just a well-oiled machine. It seems like the game full of emotion in there between two rivals. And it seemed like Dover could feed off that emotion maybe and get the crowd on their side and finally beat Smyrna as they haven't done in a year or so. But Smyrna, they're just a veteran team. They just trusted the coaches, ran their plays, and ran through their leader, Caleb Matthews, for the win. Besides Woodbridge, they are the only undefeated team in the Henlopen. And until somebody proves they can be as disciplined as Smyrna does, I think things stay that way.
Yeah, well, I think on both sides of the ball, what's interesting in that game is a couple really, really impactful, impressive freshmen playing. So anyway, speaking of Dover, Caesar Rodney, their rival, was hosting the Polytech Panthers this week, and CR gets it started. Jaquan Hooks takes the ball up, stops and pops the jumper. Then Polytech's Miguel Rivera drives. He dumps the ball to Darrell DeMoe for the lay-in, and CR's three-pointer here is off the mark. Timothy Spence comes up with the rebound and puts it back in for two. The ball's thrown up to CR's Shaft Clark. He puts home a big one-handed slam. CR wins 68-38. So a big win there for CR. This CR team is so fast, and their offense really high octane, I'd say. They just are so efficient with the ball, and they score just so much. They take a lot of shots, but they score all the time.
Very impressive what they did to Polytech. It's funny you talk about offense. What they did defensively, holding Polytech to 38 points in 4 quarters. That's less than 10 points a quarter.
That's because they dominated the possession.
You're exactly right on that one. Well, it'll be interesting to see what CR has going forward. I think they are just a tier under Woodbridge and Smyrna. But they're an improving team. But one thing we want to do is go to the Henlopen South now, where we all know that Woodbridge is king. However, we had a great matchup on Friday between two teams deadlocked behind the Blue Raiders when Laurel traveled to Indian River, and the Indians jumped out to a big lead in this one. Antonio Jones jumping into the passing lanes. Nice pass to KJ Custis inside. He's going to hit the layup. Later, great movement by the Indians. Ball goes away from Custis. Then he ends up back with it for a three. Game high 11 for the freshmen. Starting to see a theme here on Del Mar. A lot of good freshmen playing. Very low scoring game in the third. Brandon Falk going to get the putback to tie us up at 22 through 3 quarters. Yes, this is a basketball game. In the fourth, Dogs playing a little defense. Yonix Gusson going to get the steal and the layup. 2-point game, but Kashad Waples would put things away right here. He's going to get the putback as IR goes on to win 52-40 the final. Now, weather did not push this game back. This game was actually scheduled for the end of the week, but I did joke early on this week saying that this would be a weather-related game because whether Laurel won or Indian River won, they still would be looking up to Woodbridge in the standings because Woodbridge is absolutely amazing. In addition to the defending the defending Henlopen champion in Milford, the South champion, but a great win by Indian River. Laurel sees now that the schedule is not getting any easier with all those private schools on the schedule. So Bulldogs, if you're watching, lesson learned. Don't do that.
Bone up, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. All right, to some college hoops. Salisbury University, this guy's going to be smiling. Where's your smile? Come on, Seagulls. Climbed 3 spots this week to the D3Hoops.com top 25 poll. They're now number 12 in the country, so things looking up for the Gulls. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was put to the test against Marymount University on Wednesday. To the first half, SU is up. Bryden Dorsey gets the dish off the inbound play at the top of the key. He nails it, but SU would turn the ball over. The Saints marching. Tyga Walker takes it to the other end, gets the layup, and 1 to go. I wonder if the Kardashians know about that, Tyga.
I don't know.
Watch out on the perimeter. Ladarius McCord is dangerous. There he is hitting the three-pointer, and Marymount has the lead, but the Gulls defended the home turf. Gordon Jeter with the dime to Justin Whitmer, who gets through some traffic, makes a tough jumper in the post. Then Wyatt Smith works the ball inside. He gets the bucket and the foul. The Gulls pull away and get the nice 80-60 win over Marymount.
We need to get that guy the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we could see them climb a few more spots in the polls this week on Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them climb up to 11, 10.
They lost a couple games in Las Vegas, which, by the way, tough trip out to Vegas for the holidays,
real tough, right?
Lost 2 games. Not sure how they did it, but I think they have a chance to rebound. It's going to be a great rest of the season.
Pun intended.
It's going to be a great rest of the season for Salisbury in the CAC Conference. All right, so we've got through the Maryland-Delaware tilt as well as some stuff on campus. On the way, we'll see how they'll match up. Your high school power rankings are up next. Some surprising teams hopping into the top 5. Keep it here.
Brandon Falk, Laurel High School. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.